How is it that after 11 seasons, I'm still excited for this Thursday? While I love to see the Diablo 3 devs hard at work grinding and changing tons of different specs and tweaking this and that, and it seems like Christmas for everybody, buffs all around for everyone's favorite builds, I still think that they're missing something very large, and that is the ZDPS. As you can see here, the leaderboards are currently locked for maintenance, so we can't actually take a look at what people are playing right now. But during the PTR, the Fours meta is still going to look like Z Barb and Z Monk. What I wish they would have done was nerf the 2 ZDPS classes so that we could see 2 of any other class. If we must have 2 ZDPS, can we see at least 2 different ones? Now, one problem that we've seen in the past was maybe someone playing Barb, but Barb was so far behind every other class that if you were going to play Barb and Barb gear would drop while you're doing like high level 4s, you would be getting Barb gear when in reality you would really be wishing for any other type of gear for any other class. One thing that they did that was really good was actually look at every single class and brought everything up to a good clean level where all the classes were able to not only speed farm well, but also every build seems to have a one strong solo clear build. One unfortunate thing about Diablo 3 is if you'd like to compete in the solo meta, you are actually forced to play 4s. And that's because you have to grind out paragons and you have to get your gems as high as possible. And which means that you're going to be playing with 2 ZDPS. And I know what you're thinking right now, but Waffle, what about Alkaiser? He plays by himself. Well, here's the cold hard truth. You're not Alkaiser. I'm not Alkaiser. No one's Alkaiser. The only person, Alkaiser is Alkaiser. And that guy is a machine, a god, if you will, okay? I'm also well aware that any class can ZDPS for like the lower tiers of GR. But there's a phenomenon that happens in between the people at the top at the leaderboards and like the streamers play the best possible variation of the 4s meta, and then that trickles down to the casual player base where people are going to be only looking for a Z Monk and a Z Barb. You won't really find many pub groups, or you won't really find a lot of success playing an off-meta ZDPS, at least for pushing the higher tier content. Now, that's not to say that everyone hates playing ZDPS. For example, I had a buddy of mine that loved playing Z Monk, and that was basically the only reason why I was able to play Witch Doctor for the past 11 seasons in a row. So there's a hot chance that I'm completely out of touch with the community. So I ask you, is the current state actually making the bulk of the player base happy? Or is the general feeling that people are stuck with 2 ZDPS? And I honestly don't see much discussion happening on YouTube or Reddit or the forums. So with all that said, if you're actually looking for advice on which class to play in Season 12, I would direct you towards playing a Monk for 3 reasons. First, if you checked out Bloodshed's guide on speed tier 13s, the top 2 spec was the Wave of Light build with Monk. Number 2, they're always going to be having a spot as a heal Monk in the 4s meta. Number 3, they have a really great solo build as well, and so they're probably going to be the most balanced and the most versatile. So if you're looking for someone to play, I think Crusader is going to be also pretty versatile, and probably the new Barb. What they did with the Barb is probably pretty good too. If you're curious, I'm playing a Witch Doctor for the 12th season in a row. It's down the river.
Come on! Come on! Come on!
No, he's not gonna make it to 15%. No, 20%.
Oh my lord! What a heartbreaker.
So it's